Yeah. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good evening. Welcome to the No Mongo Podcast, a weekly show about all things skateboarding. My name is Rick Beta. Back from a nice and I'm stretching as I do this, nice and relaxing week in the Pacific Northwest. Thanks again to the ABDs for having us. Thank you so much. Thanks for your hospitality. Yeah, I did bring my board for those thinking, but I just didn't get to roll around this week, I was a little bummed about that, but next time for sure. Honestly, it was a matter of, the schedule was just too packed, and I was still getting over COVID. I wasn't 100% energy-wise, and what that means is you don't want to force that kind of stuff because then you end up just getting hurt. And my knee was hurting too, so I was wearing my knee sleeve most of the week, so I don't know. But I'm back to normal, feeling good, back in the Bay Area. So the only thing, the COVID-wise, that's still lingering is, you can probably hear it in my voice. I still have this nose and cough thing. It just won't go away. Go. I'm done. Move on, COVID. But anyway, you can follow along on social media at RickBeta, RickBata, or email the show, nomongopodcast@gmail.com. Want to start things off with Plan B's Code, which, as of this recording, which is on a Tuesday the 28th, the video dropped, 11 days ago. So yeah, as soon as I watched it, I was excited to talk about it, pumped to be here today to talk about it. I mean, Plan B is a legacy brand, right? Been around for a long time, and it's always interesting to see when these legacy brands drop videos. It's like, are they kind of still relevant or still, in the game? And Plan B, yes, they are. So here's some notes that I jotted along the way. They started off with, of course, with Trevor McClung. And, I had an audible gasp at 5:37 for that switchback 3. I had to rewind that son bitch too. Pausing it right at the takeoff. He's so twisted, and look how far back his head is. The way he sets up for that is so crazy. And he's nowhere near his board. His hands are practically almost over the handrail. And he just kind of shoots it out there and catches it up and corrects and, finishes the make. So I watched that a couple of times. So good. Focusing only one time on only his arms and the other just his feet. It's crazy. Switch. To a switch back 360 that big. Especially pay attention to that left foot. So good. And I'm glad we got to see 2 angles of that one too. So, I loved his ender as well. Actually, I'm glad we got to hear his ender as well as they kind of faded down the music. You got the clack, 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 clack. No stopper's going to stop him. Hell no. Just roll right over those caps. But yeah, Trevor's been in the game for a long time. Opening part. Well done, dude. And then they had, of course, Felipe Gustavo. Felipe, he killed it. He killed it for his part, okay? I loved every moment, every trick. Even was digging the song. Was like, yeah, get me dancing. What's up? Everything, right? But it's hard for me to describe his skating because it's almost that he's almost too good that I can't relate to, if that makes sense. Like my brain can't comprehend a lot of what he does. I think the only trick that he did that I could attempt was a flat ground, back 3. I was like, oh yeah, hey, all right, man. We're the same, man. We could do, I can't do them as well as he did. And mine are more like 270s or 180s and turn, and pivots. But anyway, back in the day, maybe I had a shot at, when I had popped to get close to that. But anyway, other than that though, he was way above my skill level, right? And we know this. We've seen his footage, inside and outside of the contest route. He can kill it on and off, much like Nyjah. He just makes it look so effortless. Like you can tell, or I'm gonna say you can't tell that he's predominantly he's mostly skates contests because he still kills it in the street with style. And that ender though too, I was like, damn, Felipe. What was it? It was a switchback tail, and it was so high. How high is that? 5, 7 feet? I don't know. So insane. He just rolled away from that, just looked up to the sky like, oh. And how about their 47-year-old pro? 47, yeah, I repeat that. 47-year-old pro by the name of Pat Duffy. Yeah, you may have heard of him. He's been around for a while. You know, I mentioned legacy brands. He's the OG on Plan B and still killing it in the game. And we're the same damn age, and he's out there still doing gnarly stuff that I wouldn't even think of trying. He's out there heel flipping down 4 steps, 360 flipping down 8 stairs. No big deal, like most of us 47-year-olds, right? A lot of you guys that are my age are nodding your head right now, like, no, you're shaking your head. No, who? Speak for yourself, Rick. But I just haven't gotten around to it yet, man. I'll do it, Pat. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. I don't see myself 360 flipping down 8 stairs. Maybe heel flipping down 4 steps. Maybe I might give it a try. Actually, is there a curb nearby? Is there a curb near that spot you're skating? How about we just kind of warm up there, and then see what happens? I gotta see how my legs do, my knee, kind of holds up. I don't want to commit to that yet. Just not yet. But anyone else get, sweaty palms when he was trying that roll on to 50-50 at about 10 minutes, 24 seconds in. I kept thinking, like, dude, you're 47. You don't have to do that. You don't. I mean, unless you want to. You paid your dues, man. So insane. Especially with the little drop down before the grind, right? That wasn't just a straight roll on. You had, 2 inches of drop. And that's enough to throw, some people off, send them to their backs or to their cranium, send them to the ground. Yeah, no thank you. But he was, using the mind of a 38-year-old for that spot because he'd been waiting 8 years to finally get that make. You hear him say that? He's like, I've been waiting 8 years to get that. 8 years. And he came back and did the damn thing. That's straight up dedication, And that would have definitely sucked if they got kicked out again. And he'd have to circle back when he's 50 or 57. He's like, I haven't waited 20 years to skate that thing. But 8 years in the making, it was well worth it, and it was his ender. Perfect fit for a 47-year-old. That was nuts. Oh, and be sure to pay attention to the lyrics in the song, too. I wrote that down. And it's it wasn't Primus, but Johnny Cash's God's Gonna Cut You Down. Seems fitting, right? Kind of like for a Pat Duffy kind of vibe. He's done those he does classic rock but he did the Doors at one time, I believe. So, it seemed fitting. But was he trying to send us a subtle message there? Here's some of the lyrics. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. I mean, who did you wrong, dude? Everything cool, Pat? Is this regarding some demons you have or you're facing? Or is this a message to society? Ooh. Interesting. And me, I had to hunt down the music video, of course, on YouTube. I'll put it in the notes below. And it didn't disappoint. It was a great video. It's got way more than 1 million views on it. I think it was 20 million. I don't even know. I'm just at the top of my head. But I'll put it in the link, the link in the notes below. But check it out. Look at all those familiar faces in the video. Hollywood. Famous faces. Many have faced some challenges lately too. Very interesting on the timing. So yeah, check that out. There's definitely something behind it. There was a reason why I picked that song. Let's try and figure it out. Aurelian Giroux was next up, and he gives me the same feeling as Gustavo. Yeah. I'm amazed by his parts, but it's almost like he's too good to relate to. Effortless style, much like Felipe, like I said. I mean, he can kill it on the contest scene, throw it down in the streets. But I'm definitely glad we got to hear some slow motion for that ender. Yeah, those will never get old. I'm talking about the slow motion yas. That's all I care about. But peep that left foot. Look how far back he kind of kicks that out. I even kicked over my water bottle doing that. He got to Kick that foot out. Allow that board to rotate. So cool. Best Vibe Award goes to Tommy Flynn. Yeah, buddy. Congrats. The first few minutes of his part was so cool. I mean, how do you not love this guy, right? Great trick selections, great song. He had one of the most like picture perfect enders with that kickflip crooked grind down that rail. Hell yeah, man. Definitely underrated. Definitely underrated Tommy Flynn. Best Vibe Award, dude. Congrats on that. But with all that being said, you want to know who stole the damn show? This like Christian Jordan kid. Those of you who've seen the video know who I'm talking about. Was he like 13, I think? I didn't even check his age. I forgot to write down his age. I would guess he's 13, right? But what the hell's going on with him? Is he real? Is he human? I mean, come on, guys. Am I not in on this joke? Now, I wasn't really a fan of the Smashing Pumpkin song, but I was so distracted by his skating that I hardly even paid attention to it. I still knew it was there. And it's not that it's a bad song. It's just I've heard it like 3 million times, and it just doesn't do anything for me anymore. It doesn't. Chalk it up to all those years I worked in radio. That's probably the problem. I heard that song all the time. Anyway, here's what his part started with. Okay, this is kind of what's setting it up. All down steps. So switch heel to half cab flip to varial heel. I was already laughing at this point. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I mean, he caught me off guard. Then his next set of tricks, downstairs as well. Switch front flip with barely enough room to push to get that speed. And to a no push hard flip. I mean, at this point, it was kind of getting ridiculous. I don't think I was ready for the next few minutes of his skating. I was not ready. This kid caught me off guard. I mean, he's got everything down already, right? He's like he's almost like he's a kid, but he's got like adult tricks already. New and old. And when you watch his part, pay attention to how he lands. That's what I wanted to stress mostly, because he does everything with style, but look at how he lands. Effortless. Everything's on lock, so smooth. That's just pure raw talent. I don't even think I saw a wobble. No tic-tac, just like, whoosh. It just comes easy to him. I especially loved. It was a 2-trick line, about 17, 19. He'll flip up the curb, do some insane pushing. I'm like, oh, damn, where's he going with this? Got tons of speed and setting up for that perfect back 3 down those stairs. Love the angle that we were behind him as he spun. You didn't see any feet get lifted off that board. That was perfect. And look at how he lands. Rolls away. Christian, you are an animal. Can't remember who said that. Was it Duffy or Collins? You're an animal. I mean, there are certain types of skaters that come by in a lifetime. And I'm trying not to get too caught up in the moment, but I think this kid is one of them. Plan B should do all they can do to keep this kid happy. Keep him on the team. He could set them up for long-term growth if so. Talk about brand being around for a long time. I mean, Plan B has been around since 1991. And if they continue to add guys like Christian, they'll have no problem selling product. Even though in San Jose, I don't really see a lot of Plan B boards. I know they sell, right? They're still around. But Christian is the future. And I'm hoping that Plan B can keep this guy around. I think he's a good fit for the team. His tricks, all of it. He's a good fit. Either way, though, he is a skater that instantly improves a brand and team. And I mentioned earlier, I hope I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I feel with this guy. You don't see that too often. Instantly change the dynamics of a team. And I'm so looking forward to seeing this kid's journey for the next 5 to 10 years. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine what he's going to be like in 5 years? 10? When he's 20, in his early 20s? Oh man. Oh, dude, that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. Don't mess this up, Plan B. Don't mess it up. I could make some Plan B jokes right now, but I'm not going to. Those are easy. Those are like dad jokes. But no pressure. No pressure. But if you think about it, someone's got to take over, Jocelyn's spot when, he can no longer huck himself down massive double sets. So speaking of Jocelyn, do you see his opening trick? That epic nollie backflip. What the hell, man? I mean, no toe-in needed for that one. Nope. How'd you do that? I can't even do those on flat. Confession, I can't do those on flat. I know I'm in probably the majority of that too. Those are hard tricks. How does anyone do those down steps though? I really had one earlier in the video. He got towed. Like, how do you do those? Those are so awkward. Flying down backwards after doing a nollie is hard enough. It was difficult enough. And you're doing a flip where you could get credit carded. Primo at the end. Oh, okay, I guess. Let me just push really fast and I'll try it, I guess. Okay. My knee seems to be feeling okay today. All right. No, it doesn't work. It's kind of like, when you pat head and rub your belly, if you can't do that, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's such a gnarly trick. The one that my brain will never comprehend, especially at that level, But his part was straight fire. He shut it down and he deserved that last part. Definitely one of the hardest dudes working in the industry. Yeah, I agree. They call me the working man. Yeah, I noticed that song too, Chris. You probably picked that one. You're like, nope, this has got to be my jam. And straight and switch stance. His game for both sides, sides of the board. It doesn't matter. Kill it. Nothing scares this dude as well. Nothing. He hugs the cement, gets right back up. So, nah. Wears a white, you can see, because he wears those white shirts. They're all dirty. Just kind of just wears it with honor. Like, I think he tried to rip one, like Hulk Hogan style. It didn't work, but, But his shirts are always dirty at the end of the day. Dude is fearless. But, yeah, he shut that thing down. And bookended with a double set. Was it a Vario heel? Yeah. All right. Well, okay, Chris. Do you, man. You do you. But yeah, he just went straight beast mode, though. But yeah, Plan B's code is 27 minutes and 15 seconds of time well spent. You get a couple extra minutes of kind of, extra fun at the end of the credits. I think there's like 5 or 6 minutes of credit. So it's actually really not that long of a video. I wasn't bored. I wasn't like tempted to kind of reach for my phone and look at social media while I was on. No, I was locked in the whole time. Well done, team. Been around since 1991. I mean, yeah, they had a little hiccup, a little break in, but 1991, that's a long time. As I said earlier, just keep Christian happy, okay? Because bosses like P-Rod, Shane O'Neill, even Andrew, they have him on their radar now. Just saying, man. Even Jamie Thomas, right? He's probably like, look at this kid. Well, we lost Dylan. Maybe we can add this kid. Just saying. So keep this kid happy. But I'm happy to actually see his arc, his journey, everything that's ahead of this kid because he's so damn good. And no, I'm not getting too excited and getting caught up in the moment. Watch, mark my words. This kid is like the future. And will it be on Plan B? Yeah, let's hope so. So next up, I want to talk a little bit about NFTs, the acronym that has people like just running away in fear or throwing things against the wall. And before you click pause and jump ship, just hear me out for a moment. If you're like me and had no idea what an NFT was or how they worked and what you do, and you kind of wanted to just dip your toes in the pool, keep listening. If you're like most and are like, F NFTs, man. What the hell are you talking about, Rick? Screw everything they stand for, dude. Those are lame. I don't want any of that crap or nonsense. How dare you, Rick? Then the next few minutes might not be for you. Unless, hopefully you're still there. You're like a large growing percentage of like secret haters that say they hate NFTs, but no, deep down inside, like they're eventually gonna, cave in and purchase one. No, it's not gonna be those apes or the kitties or whatever those. Those are kind of lame. Don't get me wrong, but somewhere down the line, you might have an interest. Then this next segment will be great for your future self. See how I set that up? So some of y'all that just didn't bail, I'm glad to still have you. Maybe you're no longer listening, but you're hearing this, 3 years from now? You're like, oh, man, I remember Rick talked about NFTs about 3 years. I'm going to go back. I'm interested now. You want to jump in? That's fine. But I just had to. Well, actually, no, I didn't have to. I wanted to at least find out what this was all about. Because I knew deep down inside. I was like, all right. And then Mike Moe's company, ABD Collectibles, caught my attention, right? And eventually had me pulling from my wallet and some hard-earned cash to spend money on my very own NFTs. I'm not trying to brag here. I'm just telling you I went through the process, what I learned. I'm not going to walk around going, I own NFTs, what's up? No, because that's lame. I don't own an ape. Don't get me wrong. But that's right. I'm the proud owner of some NFTs. But I have no idea what to do with them. I just have them. They're there. But some, actually, what the P-Rod ones to be specific. But in case you weren't aware, ABD Collectibles is a recent startup with a brilliant idea. One that I wish I'd thought of, or would seriously consider, like if I had a nice chunk of change, consider investing in this company down the road. Yeah, I feel that strongly about it. Just like the name says, ABD is all about capturing moments in skateboarding history. And probably down the road, you think about it, not even skateboard, the doors are wide open. So many options for this company. But it allows us to purchase them, to own and, have on the blockchain. I hope I said that right. I'm still learning all this. So I'd been following, their IG page for a while and, as well as Mike Moe and of course P-Rod. And they've been hyping up the latest one that just ended, a Series 2 collection, for us to buy. That's Series 2 just ended. But basically you get an option to purchase a standard pack or a premium pack. Okay. Giving you a chance to pull what's called a legendary or a legendary refractor NFT. Okay, hope you're following along. You still with me here? And that will unlock a signed and limited number of tangible collectible for free. Okay, so you buy NFT digital packs, right? And if you pull a legendary or legendary refractor NFT, it's like, if you know sports cards, you know what I'm talking about. It's like they're very rare. You win a signed and unlocked limited number. Tangible, literally a card in a plastic case for free. Now, if you've been following P-Rod, that you saw him cutting up his shoes. He's like, what? Why is he cutting up these shoes? That's a piece of that shoe is in the card. So for collectors, investors, just skate geeks, skate nerds, that's a huge deal. He's offering us a piece of the shoe with a card to go with it. It's kind of like, think of more as like it's a baseball card, okay? Which, rather timely because I recently started getting back into the sport, into sports cards. My son plays sports and he's kind of dabbling in it a little bit, he's kind of getting into it. So I showed him my collection and I've actually been on a kick lately buying a ton of ungraded cards, that I basically wanted as a kid. That I never had, the money to buy at the time because they were just so crazy. And I say ungraded because they're way cheaper now because everyone's so into graded cards these days. So that's a win-win for me, buying all these cards and rookies. I'm all, yeah, I wanted this rookie card. I could buy it now. So it allows me to buy, like for my own personal collection, way less. So I don't need to sell them yet. I'm going to hand them down to my kids and maybe they'll hand them down to their kids. It's just fun. So anyway, so the timing of ABD came to me at the right moment in my life, where I was kind of open to this. I'm like, hell yeah, I was going to get like the dopamine hit of, opening up a pack or two of, what the P-Rod NFTs. Yeah, sign me up. I just didn't know how to do it. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I'm like, how do I even do this? However, that's where, ABD does what they do so well is it makes it so seamless for the user to purchase these, cards / moments, NFTs. It only took me a few minutes, in fact. All I had to do was go to the website, You have to download Blockto. That's an app that they use that directly, I mean, like I said, I'm still figuring this out. I think it's directly linked to the blockchain or whatever. It's a free account. You just download the Blockto app. You use it basically to sign in and out, and I was off and running. I didn't even have to purchase any crypto. That's the key thing here, too. To do this transaction, I'm like, what am I going to have to get? Ethereum, Bitcoin. I have a Coinbase account, but I didn't have to use it. I have to do any of that. I didn't have to buy any crypto to do this. You could use your credit card or debit card. Seamless. See, all these little hurdles, all these things that kind of kept me from dabbling in it, that was all put aside. It was so damn easy. And I'm no longer afraid. This kind of opens up the door to me to explore other NFT projects. Which also could be a bad thing because I wanted to get that damn limited edition card. Ugh. There's like a carrot on a stick, man. Because as of right now, I own a bunch of commons and like maybe 3 rares. And what I bought 2 of the standard and 1 of the premium packs. And I almost dished out more cash for another premium pack right before I, jumped on the mic. But of course, this expired yesterday anyway. I'm just talking about Series 2 expired yesterday. But I held back. I kind of doubted that I was going to get that refractor. I'm like, I might regret it later. I didn't even get in on the first series, though, with Mike Mo's fully flared part. So that's Series 1. I saw him talking about it, but as I said, I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm like, whatever, NFTs, But when and if those become available again, I will definitely be buying some. So I think they're listed as sold out. Who knows if they have extras, but odds are probably they're done. I probably won't be getting one of the tangible cards yet, though. It'll be a little while. Mike tweeted this the other day. His is listed on eBay for, get this, $1,888.88. Mike Mo's card, his refractor card, that if you pulled for Series 1, $1,800. The guy's selling it. Oh, and with $8.88 shipping. I see what you did there, eBay seller. I see it. And he or she is hardcore, too, with this listing. Stated in the comments, no lowball offers will be offered, will even looked at. They'll be declined. Don't give them a lowball offer. Assuming they're going to want, $1,800, you offer, I bet you if you offered $1,500, they'd probably laugh at you. Whatever. So that's just Series 1 card. And I'm not trying to make money with it. I'm just saying, P-Rod's Series 2 card, I could see it going for about that much. So if you did get one, you're lucky, man, because who knows what down the road they're going to be valued at. So what about you, though? Did you purchase any of the series? Any Series 2? What about Series 1? Were you already in the game? You're like, yeah, Rick, welcome to the club, man. You were kind of a little late. I already have all these, man. I got the refractor, I got the tangible card. And keep in mind, though, like I said, as of this recording, the packs are no longer available, and they might be at a future date in a limited quantity. So they were supposedly announcing the winner of the P-Rod shoes drawing, and I didn't see that. I checked before I hopped on, but I don't recall seeing that. So someone out there won a pair of shoes, the pair of shoes that he used in the video, which is very cool. But I also, because I got a couple. I think I got a raffle ticket for that, but I haven't seen an email that I won yet. Maybe I didn't, but I think I got those in the standard packs. Anyway, but yeah, so like much in the sports cards, the odds of getting the ultra rare items, it's there, it's possible, but it's it's harder. Should I have purchased one more premium pack? Maybe, I don't know. Don't knock me, man. But then again, I did want to get my hands on one of those P-Rod cards. So who knows? Who knows if they'll, when and if the remaining packs will go on sale, because they didn't absolutely sell out. If you look at the website, there's still some out there. But I don't know. Either way, though, I'm all in for this product, this service. I'm all about what ABD is about. It has so much great potential. And I'm really curious to see who it will be for Series 3, who would you throw down, $15 to $60 a pack to own an NFT of? Is there anyone on your list? I can't think of any at the moment. I'm like, because it's, no offense to a lot of skaters, but you kind of have to be a heavy hitter, and you kind of have to be a big deal. But did this info help kind of ease your mind regarding getting into NFTs, because that's all I wanted, you know. And if you're kind of on the fence, obviously, if you're listening this far and you have some interest, or maybe you're just trying to hear me out, what I really have to say. But I just can't believe how easy they made it. And I wanted to stress this, you know. And I know they're not all the same, you know, because I can get NFTs on Coinbase, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing there. Like, what do I need to do? I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. So as I mentioned, this kind of made me feel a little more comfortable with the process, and I might dabble a little bit more with the Blockto app too. They got some cool stuff on there, and you know, I might be down, you know, purchasing stuff or crypto, whatever it is. I'll keep you in the loop. You know, I'm not going to talk about it too much, of course. You know, as for some, this is kind of boring, but this is just the beginning for me and my NFT journey. Wasn't against it 100%. I just didn't know what the hell I had to do. But I did think, of course, a lot of these NFTs are so lame, and a lot of them aren't going to be around, you know. But this one, I truly believe. I mean, this has a great future. It's a brilliant idea. So thanks to Mike Moe and the team for making such a seamless, you know, product and process to start. You know, that's why I wanted to give you guys some shine, because it was so easy, you guys. I'm telling you, if you're on the fence, well, now you have to wait for season 3 or when they unlock them. But it was easy, very easy. So now I just got to unlock those refractors, man. I got the fever. I know it's what happened. It's going to happen. I'm going to hold one of those cards in my hand. And no, I'm not going to sell it for $1,888.88. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hang on to that bad boy. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Are you into the NFT game? Let's talk NFTs. You can just, you know, hit me up at DMs or shoot me an email. We don't have to bore the rest of y'all. So many other videos dropped this past week. What else did I put in my notes here? Sheezy's locked and loaded part was awesome. I was like, Sheezy. Great part. Ryan Townley killed it for his pattern part. Welcome Skateboards. And I put in my notes, dude does those slides on rails. That's some slippery stuff, man. He makes it look so easy. Donovan Piscopo's out there was great. That guy is so good. And I hope to see him, you know, kill it in the new hockey video. I haven't gotten around to that one yet. As well as the China Banks, you know, documentary. I know, I'm a little behind, man. Don't yell at me. I'm also behind in my reading as well. So I ordered the last 2 issues of Stoops magazine. Can't wait to check that one out. I read just in the notes that the latest issue of Stoops is on mental health. So you know I'm gonna be, you know, geeking out over that. It's definitely, you know, a hot topic of mine. So I'll be talking about that. Can't wait to see what Stoops has in store for me. So looking forward to that. But shout out to Ben McQueen for joining me last week. Skateboarder, tattooer, all around awesome dude. Be sure to circle back and listen to that episode because he's got a new book coming out. You might be interested in it. Yeah, talking about tangible objects. It's a hardback cover. It's got a nice, sweet, simple cover. And we talk a little bit about it. But yeah, check that out. So shout out to Ben. Thanks for joining me, man. But I believe that's all I've got for this week. I'm coming to the ends of my notes. You're not bad for being out of town for 7 days, you know, right? Yeah. So I love you guys. And yeah, we'll do it again next week. I should be dropping the next episode on Sunday. I think I'm going to get back on track this week. But we'll take it from there. See you guys.